My next Vegas voice started out writing songs for teenage stars like Connie and Sandra, the first of whom he fell in love with, the second of whom he married. He was born to a poor family in Bronx, New York in 1936. It was not until he was an adult that he learned that the woman he thought was his sister was in fact his mother, and the woman he thought was his mother was actually his grandmother. An outstanding student with a genius-level IQ, he graduated from the prestigious Bronx High School of Science and won a scholarship to Hunter College. He soon dropped out to play small nightclubs around New York. His career took off in 1958 when he wrote and recorded Splish Splash, which sold more than 1 million copies. His next record, Mac the Knife, was the classic standard from Kurt Weill's 1928 three-penny opera. Darren consciously modeled the music and vocals on the style of Chicago crooner Frankie Lane. The song went to #1 and was on the charts for 9 weeks and sold over 1 million copies. It won the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in 1960. Propelled by the success of Mac the Knife and Beyond the Sea, Bobby Darren became a hot commodity. He set all-time attendance records at the famed Copacabana nightclub in New York City. Sammy Davis Jr. once said that Bobby Darren was the only person I never wanted to follow in Las Vegas. Well, a shark has such deep deer, and it shows them pearl white, just as jackknife has old Maggie's babe, and he keeps it out of sight. When the shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves roll with old Maggie's babe, so there's never a trace of red on a sidewalk on Sunday morning, don't you know, lies a body just oozing life. Someone sneaking around the corner. Could that someone be Mac the Knife? There's a tugboat down by the river, don't you know, with a cement bag just drooping on down. The cement's it's just for the weight, dear. 5 will get you 10. That back, he's back in town. Did you hear about Louis Miller? He disappeared, babe, after drawing out all his hard-earned cash. And old Maggie spells just like a sailor. Could it be our boy's done something right? Oh, Jenny Diver, Suki Tawdry, look out, Miss Lordy. Oh, Miss Lucy Brown. Well, the line falls on the right, dear. Now that Maggie's back. Oh, Jenny Diver. Oh, Suki Tawdry. Look out for this Lordy Lenya. And Miss Lucy Brown. Oh, well, the line falls just to the right, dear. Now that Maggie's back in town. Look out, old Mac, he'll be back. In 1966, Bobby had another hit record with folk singer Tim Hardin's If I Were a Carpenter. Darren and fellow crooning campaigner Andy Williams were both at the Ambassador Hotel when Robert Kennedy was assassinated. Bobby was devastated with this news. Afterwards, Darren lived in seclusion in a trailer near Big Sur for a year. Coming back to Los Angeles in 1969, he wrote a simple song of freedom. He grew a mustache and stopped wearing a hairpiece. But within 2 years, the changes were discontinued. By 1972, he starred in his own TV variety show on NBC, the Bobbi Darren Amusement Company, which ran until 1973. He made TV guest appearances and also remained a top draw at Las Vegas, where, owing to his poor health, he was often administered oxygen after his performances. As a child, he was stricken with bouts of rheumatic fever, which weakened his heart. Overhearing a doctor tell his mother that he would be lucky to reach the age of 16, he lived with the knowledge that his life might be cut short. And it was indeed in December 1973 when he developed blood poisoning after a dental visit. He then died after attempts to repair artificial valves in his heart. Perhaps fittingly, his most well-known hits are about death, The Murder and Back the Knife, and in this song, a refuge away from the trials of life. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere watching for me, my love stands on golden sand and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. Far beyond the stars, near, close to the moon, I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. Beyond the sea, we'll meet Georgia Bobbi. My lover stands on golden sand and watches the ships that go sailing. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. Beyond the stars, near beyond the moon, I know beyond a doubt lead me there soon. We'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. We will kiss just as before. We will be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. So long sailing, bye-bye, Captain. So long and sorry, move on out, Captain. No more sailing. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.